Alright guys, welcome back. We got Alliance War number 5 in Season 29. I believe this one has the High Ground Global, and it kind of gave me a little bit of trouble this time. So let's take a look at the fights here. Now, the first mistake I made is I had these two early fights on Path 5 where I took Magneto, either this Daredevil Netflix, which is Ebb and Flow, knockdown, and he gets like debuff immune when you knock him down, which is fine, but I get the Fury there. The issue is I had a Professor X on Mixmaster, and the issue with High Ground when we get to that those nodes is that every 10 seconds they gain a charge. Every 10 hits on your combo meter takes off a charge. I wasn't really paying attention to that early on, and still I had G2099 that I'm going to bring in for the Mixmaster fight, but what I should have done, and I didn't think of it at the time, I did it for the next time I face Professor X on Mixmaster, is I should have gotten a charge on one of these fights, and it would have made Professor X fight so much easier. Instead, I made it very hard on myself. See, it even gave me the little tip there to use Guillotine 2099, which I should have. It would have been really, really easy, but I was just going with class advantage here. I didn't think ahead, and that's my mistake for this one. The one mistake is that Professor X fight, but then we follow it up, though, with a very nice boss solo. So this one goes down really easy. No problem with this, with Elektra here. But looking back at it, I just should have gone with Guillotine 2099. Would have made the other fight later on so much easier. So what do we got next? So next we've got the Spider-Gwen. Nothing crazy here. Steady build up, fewer just heavy hitter and power alternator. So I got to throw my specials when I get them, not to give her too much power, and I can just parry heavy Spider-Gwen no problem. So there's really nothing to worry about here. I don't have to worry about her evades. I'm just going to throw my special as soon as I get it, just so that she doesn't get enough, a lot of power. So very easy with Magneto here. He's getting a bunch of energy damage on every heavy. So this one works out really well. So here's the Professor X in question. Now I hadn't done Higher Ground for a while. I think we had it last war, but it didn't really make an impact. Here, this fight in particular, I think it's great placement, and the issue here is you're paying attention to medium, light, medium, and heavies rotating because of Mixmaster, and at the same time you can see he got that orange charge. And what I should have done is I should have made sure to try and keep an eye on my combo meter also, because if I blow it, then I can at least, I won't be able to. Every 10 hits, you take one of those charges down. Plus, he's got aggression prowess on this node. So, plus his own faltered mechanic that you got to get rid of. So, there are a lot of things to pay attention on this one. And I did have an invulnerability boost on. It saved me a little bit there. But I just get into a really bad setup here where it's just extremely, that you can't take any hits on the block after a certain point. So I have to, the hits on the block are taking 1,000 energy per charge. So now it's taking like 4K every block here. And I'm really just trying to get through this as fast as possible. I think if I would have had the, if I would have started with the charge, I think he would have already been dead. And just this one really threw me for a loop. I wasn't really as familiar as I am now with fighting these nodes, or at least with the global node, but it's okay. Deaths are gonna happen. So this is, I think, the third one of the season. We almost had him there, but we end up losing this one. Tried to dash back, got clipped. We went back in, and now I healed up to full, not just for this fight, but because I got a bunch of Guillotine 2099 fights in this one. Such a great champion when used correctly, but here is fine. There we get clipped again anyways, but we finish off this Professor X. So there we go. So we got our death out of the way. Now we should be golden the rest of the way through. We're back on path 9. We got Kingpin wrecking hazard shift nodes like he's done all season. Invisible Woman's not going to stand a chance here. Just tons of damage. Healing up to full from willpower. Awesome. We have a APOC fight on hazard shift, like power focus 1. No problem for Kingpin. Just go in, shred him. Don't worry about it at all. Definitely one of my favorite rank ups that I ever did was this Kingpin. So much fun to use. Also getting some great use out of him in 7.3. So look out for those videos as I knock out solos between the 2 accounts. Hopefully I can get solos on each one of them. If not, I'll just have to put out a boss fight video. But even still, hopefully it helps out anyone who's looking for options for the boss. There's always better options than what I do, but at least it's something. If I can get a solo, then you can get a solo. That's the way I figure it. All right, next. This was also very tricky fight. This Sorcerer Supreme, also on high ground. So you want to keep your combo. You want to get to those 10 hits to remove one of the charges. But here on Footloose with Doom, I'm trying to apply heavies to keep the stagger up. So on the one hand, I start with like short 1 to 2 hit combos. But she's also got kinetic transference, and I'm not 100% on evading that special 1 all the way, so I'd rather push her to a special 2 if possible. But you can see here, every time I'm taking these hits, I'm trying to at least throw some special 1s, try and mitigate some of her power gain. It is I'm sure there's probably better ways to fight this one. There I get clipped by a special 2. Again, I had an invulnerability boost on just in case because of the power gain that she's got. But it's also any hits on the block if I don't get because I lost my combo. Now she's already got 3 of those charges. So every single time I take a blocked hit, I am going to be taking a ton of damage, which I want to try and eliminate. So even those blocked hits there, you can see like 3,000 per hit of that special 1. So really nice placement for this Sorcerer Supreme. This fight was not an easy one. Sure, you could go in with a slow champ and make it maybe be a little bit better. I went the Nullify variety, and Doom still got me through it, but it was definitely made me nervous. And we have another Ebony Maw. I can't stand Ebony Maw on these. This one has a high ground with Ebb and Flow Intercept. So we've got to keep our intercepts on point. But here at least we can bait heavies. He's not on the heavy hitter node, but because we're so used to fighting him on a heavy hitter, then I can go ahead and I'm used to getting my at least squeezing in some intercepts like that against Ebony Maw. Drop a nice big special 2. We'll take that. We'll take that special 2 on the block. And again, it's very hard on these fights where I'm trying to focus so much on just how I'm fighting Ebony Maw, not even so much on, getting to that 10 hits to remove the high ground charges. So at this point, you know what, I'm really just I'm just saying, okay, I'm just going to fight Ebony Maw the same way that I normally do. And I'm definitely going to try and throw another intercept in there like I did there to finish him off and mitigate the block damage. Still really happy with that fight over there. Again, here's another fight. Really nice placement. This Captain Marvel movie did not want to throw specials. We went in with Guillotine 2099 so that if I just figured I didn't want to deal with the special 2, so I could kind of spam some special 1s if she doesn't want to throw the special. If she doesn't want to throw the special 1, I don't want to push her to special 2. But again, here, as long as I can evade that special 1, if I can get into a nice rotation here, then that's great. But if she, see at the beginning I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can hold my special 3 and get a charge. But at a certain point, when she doesn't want to throw the special 1 anymore, I think I throw my special 3 just to get some spacing And again, the longer she doesn't throw that special, and the more, like there, I ended up taking some really, they were unintentional parries, because I don't want to block anything here. Luckily, the window of opportunity stun timer was down, and I got a little bit lucky there, but I was trying really hard to back off, and every time I was backing off, I was still getting clipped. You can see here, she's already ramped up with those charges. I'm taking way too much damage on the block. She finally throws a special one. I think at some point, I think I do throw a special 3 at a certain point, just to try and, I think I throw it here just for the spacing. I get clipped by that special one, evading it so many times in a row, and I hadn't fought a Captain Marvel movie in a while. So I got a bunch of clean evades, and then got screwed up on that one. So again here, I'm just trying to intercept, hit into her block. Please throw that special one. I'm just looking for it, not getting it. She keeps getting those aptitude charges with the high ground global. If I take any hits on the block with like 7 or 8 charges, I am screwed. So really good placement. I'm sure if I didn't need the champs that I did on for the path and all the fights that I was taking, then obviously the ideal scenario would be a Mystic champ against this one. I know that, but I'm limited into which champions I can bring based on who I'm going to take, because I believe I needed Magneto for a bunch of fights, I needed G2099 for a bunch of fights, and I believe I also had our friend Bishop, so we needed Colossus. So there's only so much I can do here when I'm trying to take so many specific fights or niche fights, and that was a calculated risk. Luckily, we got away from that one, but it easily could have screwed us over. So here we got MCOC on window of opportunity, stun, just regular or empowered immunity. Here, again, I've got Magneto with magnetism. I'm not even too worried about the node. I get clipped a little bit there by a special one. I think I was a little frustrated after that Captain Marvel movie fight, but he's done. Next, we've got a Hit Monkey with kinetic transference and feats of indestructible. So after 2 bars, he's going to go indestructible. Here, I thought this was a great chance to pick up the charge with Guillotine 2099. We threw on like a regen boost just to top ourselves off here. Plus, we got to use those or else they're going to expire. So when I get to 2 bars of power, he will go indestructible. I'm just going to sit there and bait special ones the entire time. I'm going to try and not, I shouldn't get clipped by any of them. I'm pretty comfortable at this point evading Hit Monkey's special one and countering in after it. I'll just build up to a special 3, get him to 5%, drop that special 3, and hold that charge for the boss. Or actually, I don't even know if I think I have one more fight before the boss. So I still need the charge for a mini boss. And then I get the charge again on the mini boss for the boss. So a lot of work with Guillotine 2099 this war. I think I was surprised in the end how many fights I think I did like 10 fights this war with the Junior and only like 5 with the main account. And again, Junior just because it was made second. It's definitely a year or 2 younger than the main account. All right, here's our friend Bishop in the boss circle. We've got recovery, vigorous assault. So if he has a regen buff, he's going to be unblockable. You don't want to deal with unblockable Bishop, especially if he has a special. The only way he's going to get the regen buff is if he turtles up and you hit into his block. So Colossus is always my favorite. He's Incinerate immune, and I think I actually gave him a few more 6 stones, and I think I used to cap out my hits at like 1900, and now I'm over 2000, I guess based on my base attack. So I usually build up to a special 3, just parry heavy the entire way through the fight. That's what we've done all the time. Every single fight we do the same thing. I know it's a long fight, so I'm actually going to skip ahead You can watch it if you want, but I'm going to skip ahead my commentary to the next one. We've done this one too many times, and it's a little bit of a long fight, so feel free to skip ahead, and we'll continue on with the war in a minute. Alright, now we're back. We have to finish off Path 5. We've got this Nova, also with the high ground global node, ebb and flow intercept. With we always go Magneto against Nova. We've done this so many times because he's hashtag metal. We don't really have to deal with the mighty charge here, or at least I don't have to worry too much about no, it's not so much the mighty charge as it is intercepting him, because normally if you intercept Nova, he can auto block you, but Magneto is immune to auto block if they are hashtag metal. That he does have access to the global node as well, so hopefully I don't take too many blocked hits there. I get a nice evade on the special one. I got clipped earlier. And again, I'm always boosted up, and the fights are sped up ever so slightly, so we can try and keep the whole video down to around between 20 and 25 minutes. There, I did get a partial evade on that special too, so I didn't take so much damage, but that was pretty good. Now we've got Vision Arcus on the Hazard Shift mini-boss in the Stun Immune Hazard Shift in the boss circle. Kingpin again, Hazard Shift, no problem. We are getting some willpower healing. We just have to keep tabs. I think I might have even thrown an invulnerability boost on just in case he decided not to throw his specials, and I got stuck eating a special 3, but I think we had no problem with it this time. And again, you might as well use the boosts if you have them. They're giving them away like candy, and so you gotta use them before you lose them. Take that special 2 on the block. Nice intercept there. Take another special 2. As long as he's willing to throw those specials, I will block him. Get off our own special 1 here. Take another special 2 on the block. Nice counter into our own special 1, and he's done. Alright, second last fight. We got a Domino on Limber, Spry, Brute Force. We haven't done this fight in a while. It doesn't have the global, and we already have our charge with Guillotine 2099, so we're just going to try and showcase our dashback intercepts as much as possible. There, that one failed, so we'll see if we can get some other ones going. And I think maybe after that one, sometimes when the first one doesn't work, sometimes you lose your confidence of whether or not you can do it again. And here I just went, we had our buddy the Kid throwing on the guidance pre-fight for us. And so so we can parry freely on this fight. And I think at that point I was getting more comfortable with the parries than I was the dash back intercepts. So I just went ahead and stuck with the parries. Sometimes I've had some really nice fights where my dash back intercepts are working really, really well. And then others where here I'm just going to focus on the parries. There I get clipped. I don't know, sometimes it just doesn't do what you want. But what can you do? So we're still going to finish this one off. We're going to grab our... we're going to finish with a special 3. We're going to grab a charge. And then we have a nice Kitty Pryde boss, I believe. So here we go. A couple more parries here. Don't have to worry about it because we got that guidance pre-fight. No worries about limber. So we're just trying to get her down to that 5% mark. 7%. There's our lucky number 5. We dropped the special 3. And even though we got clipped a whole bunch of times, we still managed to grab our charge. We get the solo. Doesn't matter how you get there. Solo's a solo. And now we have a Kitty Pryde boss with 7 pre-fights. The kid had the guidance boost. We had a whole bunch of Mr. Fantastic pre-fights. All the pre-fights are on there. And here we've got the charge. We also have the Odin pre-fights. We've got all the pre-fights on this one. Not that they really matter that much. The key bit here is that the way that Kitty Pryde gets her invisibility is off of getting 3 or more prowess. The way she gets her prowess is by whether you parry her or critical hits. And because it's the boss that's stun immune, you can't parry her. And G2099 can't crit. So all I got to do is take the special ones on the block, bait her heavies or intercept. And there we go. Now, I think I do at one point get kicked in the face. Again, still haven't fought Kitty Pryde that many times. So I do get kicked in the face right there. But we have more than enough time. And Guillotine is strong enough as a 6-star rank 3 to finish taking down this Kitty Pryde. We just spam special 1s. It really doesn't matter special 1 or special 2. You can actually counter no problem. But really happy with this boss solo. Kind of a little bit of revenge from that Kitty Pryde fight that we screwed up with earlier on in the season. But Kitty Pryde boss fight, very happy with that. So good luck, guys. Look out for more War and Act 7 boss videos coming soon, and we'll see you in the next one.